we got one on our third opening. Hey, we got another Pyromancer.
Approximately 10 hours later.
Yay! All right, that's the third one. I have all of the Pyroblaze skins finally, and I want to try them on insane tournament difficulty. Now first we gotta fight Jeb, the good old farmer. Since the Spiritans look the coolest, full upgrades. 2 gold per second upgrade sounds pretty juicy, giving us a crown. Now right off the bat, we're given 4,500 gold. So I feel like a few magic kill and then some Spiritans backed up by some archers. Now the reason we went magic kill first was because of the minions. And I just realized that we have 0 money. So this better work or we die. Now we do generate passive gold. Remember, 2 gold per second, or at least that's what I was promised. So, I mean, just looking at them, the Pyromancer skins look pretty awesome. And we were able to buy our first miner. So, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get him out on a miner rush. Otherwise, we're gonna have problems surviving. But look at the enemy force. We've got the Donald Trump units with gems in their hair. We got Spiritans and archers. I think we could probably take them. Here is some gold. Last gold gift coming in 1 minute. Okay. So we'll buy like a bunch of miners, and then I think with the new reinforcements, we're gonna get a giant, a Spiritan, and 2 more Archidans. Now, it looks like we've got some guys that are falling, but I'm pretty sure they're mostly minions. We don't have a whole lot of archers. I mean, you gotta remember that, like, we got all their gold, but they got all their gold at the same time. So I think it might behoove us to do a little bit of retreating right here. I really hope they don't kill my magic kill, because that would be unfortunate. And we lost the magic kill. So right now, in the first battle of the Insane Tournament with the new skin, which Pyroblaze, it looks like the units explode on death, and explosions chain to blaze-tagged enemies, increasing with each tag. And then user-controlled attacks tag the enemies with blaze. So, if I'm the giant, and I just do my little tags here... Oh, I'm not the giant. There we go. So what we need to do is just get up here and tag all these guys. Now he's gonna fall, but ultimately I think we're gonna be able to get our reinforcements just in time. Another couple magic kill, another giant. But like, look at that. The blaze tags are pretty powerful. But definitely with these skins, user control is key. And when you're playing on an emulator like me, playing on the PC, I've often found that the controls were a little bit wonky. Because obviously it was designed for mobile. So I think we absolutely dispatched the enemy force. Look at that. They got a lot of upgrades in their Archidans. They're base defending Archidans. Let's see. What do we want to do? Maybe a nice, strong front line. We need more survivability. But man, I've always loved the Spiritan skins. I mean, there's just something about like hoplites in general. Like, look at the default hoplite. Even though they sort of have the like Roman gladiator mask, I still think they look kind of cool for the Spiritans. But man, the Pyromancer skin is just so awesome for the Spiritans in particular. Now, I wonder if they were to ever bring this into like Stick War 3 and like be able to have like the fire be dynamic, but you know, one can dream, right? So with the extra money that we've just accrued, we're gonna get another magic kill, and then I feel like Archidans. I'm putting all my eggs in this basket. What sort of eggs do you got in this basket? Oh, I get it, because he's a farmer. Okay. He's putting his eggs in the basket, as a farmer would. Although I can't see his farm. And remember, this is only the first round, but I feel like this army in this skin would be incredibly, incredibly powerful if it was mostly user-controlled. So you're going to see what a derpy user control is going to look like. Wait a minute. Look at the little fire effects. Is that off the giant? I think they are off the giant. I think it's because I'm user controlling him. All right, so they're gonna get their reinforcements in here, right? Doggum it, maybe some Wi-Fi's out. All right, where's your reinforcements there, bud? Your statue's about to go. All right, here it is. Before the reinforcements arrive, we crushed the statue. Got some gems, got a silver chest, beat the first mission in 5 minutes. So it's on to the next round in the Insane Tournament with the Pyromancer skins, and we're fighting good old Richard. I don't know who Richard is. So one of the things that's kind of cool is we've got these new statues, right? And I got some of these in the great unboxing video. Golden Spiritan and Golden Archidon spells drawn an additional unit when cast. That's kind of insane. So a lot of these like pair well depending on the skills you're using. Giants have 20% more health, size, and damage. That's pretty nuts. But I feel like we're kind of going in. I want to see the Spiritan. Spiritan Madness lasts twice as long. and 10% gold income bonus. I feel like giants having 20% more health and size would be awesome. So we're gonna equip that. And you'll also notice the sash. So we get 4 gold every 10 seconds. So we've got giants, speartons, and miners being upgraded. And good old Richard here has got the golden statue, giant statue as well, but look at our sash. He doesn't have a sash. It's funny how the sash like doesn't scale to the unit, so it looks like I'm wearing sort of like what I'd put, I guess, the equivalent of like a dagger into, but the passive gold is going to be a massive help. We're gonna use a little bit of a minor spell. I feel like I can rationalize using my spells, given that it's an insane level difficulty. Yeah, like it's a rush map in that like there's the stone wall in the middle. So I think what we want to do is save up and get a giant and then some speartons. And I'm going to wait for the enemy to start ticking down the wall. I'm just going to build up like an extremely powerful force. Another spell. You know I had to do it to him. All right, Richard. Calm down, Richard. Slick Richard over here is trying to taunt me. Wait, is our statue glowing? I thought it just made like a glowing effect. Okay, there is. Yeah, look at that. It looks like it's glowing. So the enemy's going for Sword Wrath and Archidons, which honestly is going to get absolutely rolled by some pretty strong giants and then some Spiritons as well. I fully upgraded my giants. 20% more health, size, and damage, but I don't feel like they look that big right now. Am I mistaken? Maybe the giants just got back from the shop, prepare to lose. All right, Richard. Slick Richard, you need to calm it down because I'm building up a giant force as we speak. And I've got all the synergy. So I wish I could see the amount of health that I have. Okay, they're starting to attack the wall there. We got our second giant coming out. And I think in order to start dealing with this, we're going to want to build up some Spiritons. Because they've got, you know, a lot of quantity in their army. Maybe not a lot of quality, but definitely quantity. And the biggest weakness, I think, to a giant is just like tons and tons of archers that you can't deal damage to. Give me the gold. I want the gold. I want to know where the gold at. Give me the gold. All right. I hope that's the reference I'm thinking of, because if so, I appreciate it. I understood that reference, and I like it. Oh, gosh. The wall's about to fall down. So let's see. Let's see. Do they attack? They do attack. So we want to take on this attack a little bit further away from the lines. All right, let's tag some of these guys. Okay, you can see the little little roundels over their head, right? And we'll go some more Spiritons. No real reason to get another miner. I feel like we've got the magic number. All right, so we chased them off, but their archer force weakened our giants down. I don't know. Did I not upgrade my giants? Thought I did. It looks like they're fully upgraded. And so now that we've got a decent frontline force, the 2 giants, a bunch of Spiritons, we're going for Archidon. Oh my gosh. Wait, they have a golden archer in there. Okay, and he's user controlled, or rather like, you know, AI user controlled. I have the minus touch. What are you doing? All right, so Richard must be all about like gold, which makes sense, right? He's like, I'm gonna attack you. Oh, so he's got a golden Archidon and a golden Spiriton. So can Pyroblaze beat the golden? I remember when we did like a golden skin mod way back in the day. I'm gonna have to see if we still have that around. All right, now I'm trying to select a giant so I can get some like user controlled like tagging. All right, we lost a giant. Nice, all right. Now do your thing. Have you seen this spell? It might be out of your price range. Wow, I feel personally insulted. The man is making fun of my financial abilities to sustain myself on the battlefield by saying I am the poor. Sir, just because all your units are gold doesn't mean I'm poor, okay? I'm working for a living over here. Oh, yes. The enemy's fortitude is collapsing. Oh, man, there goes my buddy. One thing I do love in Stick War 3 or Stick War Saga versus this one is being able to queue up multiple units at the same time. That's one of the biggest quality of life additions that they made in their newest version of the game. One thing I'm curious about is like, I wonder, I'm not a mobile game developer, so I don't know this, but I wonder why they didn't update Stick War Legacy to effectively have all the Stick War Saga stuff in it. Because it's like, I would imagine, I don't know this, once again speculating, that there's just a lot more people that have Stick War Legacy downloaded because of just, it's been out for like, I don't know, over a decade. Longer than Stick War 3 was. Yeah, look, this guy's still tagged. You can see his little timer right there. Is it a timer or is it like, it's not going down? So Lots to learn about this. And I'm thinking we'll just go for another giant once we can afford it, which we should be able to momentarily. The enemy force is definitely building up, but we're gonna crush them. They've got 2 golden Archidons, 1 golden Spearton. And I still, you know what? Even though the Pyroblaze skin is out and they look amazing, my favorite skin in the entire game, and maybe even in the entire franchise, is still the golden Spearton. He is glorious looking. All right, so with that, we're gonna queue up some archers. We've got our 3rd giant. One of them is immediately gonna fall once he takes some arrows. And you can see the Pyroblaze like fire, little like glittering effects. Very cool. We're just gonna go in there. We're gonna crush him. Let the victor be the one who wins. I mean, obviously. All right, so the last archer's coming up, and we want to attack. Now, once we get closer, I'm gonna manually select one of my archers. They're retreating! Guys, I'm gonna crush your statue, okay? Oh, they're targeting the weakest giant. We're gonna lose him, he's gonna fall. I'm gonna queue up another one. All right, let's tag some enemies. Oh my gosh, look at that. Yeah, I think we just decimated their army with the tagging of the units. User-controlled attacks tag enemies with blaze up to 5 stacks, and explosions chain to blaze-tagged enemies, increasing with each tag. Oh, and they have the earthquake ability. So, like, that's just massively devastating. I think that ability, that power, is probably the most powerful. It's definitely the most powerful skin in the game. I love how he said gold is great. And, like, look at this, man. We're just crushing them, even on insane difficulty, and I'm not efficient with user control. Chest slots are full. Yeah, after the last video, the developer reached out and was like, hey, man, sorry about the bad luck on the chest. Here's some more. And then told me about the statues. Teams start with a small amount of gold and 2 miners. Fight to destroy each other's statue with deathfang. All right, so with this one, we've got to be very efficient. I think more gold, the better. And then I want to go all Speartons. They're going to be the workhorse of our army here. We're not going giants, so I think I can change my statue. So if we're going Speartons, Spearton Madness lasts twice as long, and we get a 10% gold income, and we got to beat good old deathfang. My army will rise. Ooh, he's got the golden Marokai. All right, and then, oh, and they got the death skins. All right, I like it. It's very fitting to, like, the sort of, like, I guess, avatar that we're fighting. I would be kind of cool to see, like, an avatar continually on screen. Bottom right, top right, something like that. Because I want to see who I'm fighting right now. All right, let's start getting a Spearton. And I'm hoping that they're not going to rush us with Sword Wrath. It depends how quickly this guy moves across the field. If he chooses to attack, which it looks like he is committing himself to that. All right, I got the Spearton. I'm going to draw them in. Use my archers, defensive archers, to, like, spittoon the guy a little bit. Aha! He went for the miner, and he didn't even get any attacks off. Okay, oh, but look at that. I probably should have queued up another one. Oh, they got zombies out here. Because, you know, that's how the skin works. User-controlled speed. Oh, that's Savage. That's not the one we want. This is the one we want. User-controlled last hit kills, spawns deads, and then when a unit dies wearing the skin, they turn into the deads. So we're going to have a lot. Okay, good. We're forcing them back. We're scaring them off. That will buy us the time we need. We did... No, that's just a dead. Dead. But yeah, I feel like Speartons... I mean... the amount of fun I've had in this game over the years, and it's kind of funny that I think the one thing that drew me into it, well, like 2, obviously, like, I love stickmen, right? But seeing a stickman hoplite that they call the Spearton is the probably single most marketable unit for me personally. I'm curious, like, what drew you guys into, like, the Stick War games, right? I played the old one on Flash when it was a web browser game, Stick War 1 and Stick War 2. And then obviously once they made the mobile game, then getting into like content creation over the years, it's like I had to play these. Ended up making a Stickman game myself, though ours is, you know, Stickman Trenches World War I style. I've often thought about what other Stickman games I would love to make and what units I would want to have. When dark night falls, she cloaks the world in impenetrable darkness. Okay, all right. So we're gonna be dealing with a lot of deads. Some archers would be good, but with the little zombies coming in here, we do have to worry about them getting behind our lines. So they got a user-controlled dead Spearton. All of our miners seem to be protected. We haven't lost a single miner this time. Uh-oh. This guy is absolutely outmatched. All right, you know, just for the fun of it, I want to see some thrown spears. I could have waited on the timing a little bit better because we missed on all of them. But there was this, one of the statues has a bonus to that spell. So they've got the red fully upgraded archers, but their statue's already at 50% health. So we're gonna pull back. They call in the the Kai Riders here. All right, yikes. And there's a zombie chomping at our ankles. Actually, I probably need more Archidons, especially to deal with a giant, because he's gonna be summoning up the deads. It's one of the coolest, like, nemesis units in the game. The evil wizard riding on a giant. I mean, come on. This is just such a classic game. Uh-oh, some of our units are poisoned. But you know what we got? We'll do a little bit of an archer salvo here, hopefully taking out some of the zombies in the back. That's my hope. We haven't hit them once. Okay, that's good. That was unfortunate. All right, let's do Spirited Madness. Throw the spears. That should, like, immediately silence a number of the enemy units there. Kai Rider's still up. Man, I want a healing spray. Healing spray. There's just so many units out there that are poisoned. And I don't like poison. That's my least favorite thing, is when you see one of your units is poisoned, you're like, I don't want to lose him. He's been valiantly fighting for us. It'd be just a shame to just slowly watch him wither away and perish on the battlefield. Yeah, I like the idea that we're fighting these avatars, right, with their own personalities and characteristics. I do wish that they were, like, I think the idea was that they're, like, sort of like online opponents you'd be fighting in real life, as opposed to, like, sticking to the lore of Stick War Legacy. And honestly, I'm a huge fan of the lore of Stick War Legacy. Man, look at that army. It is just powerful. Fire. All right, another mission down. So I think I need to open some chests real quick just to make room for these. I don't want to lose these chests. I've already lost 2. And then we got to fight hacker.exe. Cool. So let's change the chest type. Yeah, but like when you have as big of a collection as me, like wooden chests are sort of like worthless. I just have so much. I mean, it's better than nothing. So we'll start the unlock process. We'll use the 20 gold, 20 gems. We got our 20 gems right back there, so that was nice. And now we got some room. Now it's 120 gems to unlock that. So us versus a hacker. Hacker.exe. Deathmatch. Both teams start with a huge amount of gold. You know where this is going, right? The most powerful units we have, which conveniently enough are the 3 most right units. We'll get mining upgraded, and then we want archers. And with our last upgrade, I guess we'll do Spirited, mainly the 2 gold per second. Now what we do want to do is change our statue back to the giant, the golden one, to give them 20% more health, size, and damage. Absolutely massive. A huge influence on the battlefield. One thing I wish you could do is like take away upgrade points, because I wanted to see how they grew. So, oh my gosh, that is a massive amount of gold. That being said, we don't have fast build speed. Ooh, and they got the vampire skins. I wonder if the enemies that you fight in the tournaments have been updated to account for the new skins in the game. We've got the salvage skin, we've got the pyromancer skins, Pyroblaze skins. Although pyromancer is such a cool word. All right, the sword wrath. What are you gonna do, bud? I've got a giant coming. Are you gonna? Wait a minute. Is it just me, or is that sword wrath big? And then the archer is little. Is it because he's a hacker? is that what's going on? I think the answer is yes. That's hilarious. Okay. Like, look at the little mini archer. That's so cute. What are they doing? All right, we're gonna get 3 giants out, and then from that we'll start working on the Spirited line. Actually, we should probably go magic kill next. I love magic kills. The fact that they're essentially necromancers. And I've always wished that we delineated more of the magic stuff. At least, oh my, wait, what? Okay, yeah, now I see why he's called hacker. I totally missed it. That if you look at the skins, they're combinations. This guy's got a vampiric shield, a voltaic, or I guess the Tesla spear, and then the what's the old fire one? And then a fire helmet, making him look absolutely amazing, for one. Yeah, we're gonna scare him back. Boom. Let's tag him. Get wrecked. Oh, man. It's pretty satisfying. The new Pyroblaze skin is absolutely out of this world powerful. But it is kind of cool to see, like, units with these hodgepodge of skins. I think that's really, really cool. It'd be fun. What? They're coming back for more. Oh, that is not what I wanted. I don't want to be a minion. I want to be a giant. All right, get them tagged. Look at that. Those 123 gold damage. That's from me user controlling them with the tags. All right, we're gonna get another giant because we'll probably need it. queue up another magic kill. Yeah, those 217s are once a tagged unit, like the chain explosions, I think, which is part of like the whole feature set. Look at that little giant. I love, okay, that's gotta be a top 5 skin for me. The giant with the Triceratops skull on top of it. Oh, absolutely fantastic. And since I don't want to lose anybody to poison, because poison sucks and I hate it, we're gonna do a little bit of a healing spell. But yeah, so what we did was I was gifted a bunch of chests from the developer. Like, I think what's equivalent to 100 of the crystal chests. I have 40 of them still. I opened 60. Oh! But I want to find a way to give those away. And I think the best way would probably be either Discord or Twitter. Look at how big this guy is, man. That's not Griffin the Great, is it? No, that's not Griffin the Great. That's like the boss from the campaign. Boom, boom, boom. All right, let's tag him. You got tagged, bud. Wait, I don't think he can get tagged. Oh, no, he did. Right there, he got tagged. All right, so with that, I think we should be good. And I know what you guys are thinking. You have the units. You have the money. Purchase them. Oh, my God. Okay. Well, that's terrifying. What do we do? You will take care of this. You need to take care of this. Called in a couple spells here and just... he just butted my guy off the screen. Excuse me, sir. That is illegal. Oh my God, we are here to help. Well, we need more. You can't beat me. I cracked the code. It sure looks like you did. Who needs to challenge me? You can win by cheating. That's insane. Yeah, it's effectively you play insane difficulty. You need to use spells, I think, is the order of the day. So increasing the statue hit points, I think, is what we want to do here. Run tournament win.exe executable. Okay, so we've got another chance. We spent the 100 gems. I think you know what you're getting into if like you're playing on insane difficulty. That being said, I think if you're playing on mobile and you have really, really good unit control, you probably don't need to use any spells at all, right? Like you could be taking an archer right now and doing a lot of micro. But if you're playing on an emulator so you can play on PC because it's easy to record like me, well, you know, this is what you do. Boom. Let's tag him. Get schlapped. Yeah, he's running. He's running. Run away. We'll get 2 magic kill early. I think last time we went 3 giants and then went everybody else. I think this time we want to get the magic kills out just so that we can get a decent front line from all the minions that they're going to be spawning out. Yeah. Yeah, so like it's a funny premise. Like I'm a hacker and all my skins are jumbled up here giving the various benefits of presumably all of them. I can't confirm that, but it seems like it. All right, good. We got a magic kill out, and we're gonna fight them away from our front lines. I always hate when you want to be a giant and you accidentally select a minion. All right, so after this next magic kill, we'll queue up 3 Spiritons just to give a little bit of endurance to our front line, because it's mostly minions who are gonna be dying but respawning. But we put a lot of upgrade points in our Spiritons, so we're gonna want them. Now, I think, oh, you know what we should have done is put upgrade points into archers, just because once the boss unit comes out, shophack.exe, that's hilarious. I'm not sure I've played insane difficulty tournament, at least in a while. So like this is sort of a new experience for me. And then I think after that we'll go some archers. We're gonna probably need more archers, they're just not full yet. So I don't know how beneficial that will be actually. Get tagged. Oh, the 123 explosions. Oh my gosh, that was 483. Sheesh. We absolutely decimated them. Those zombies didn't even get out of the ground before they got crushed. All right, so at this point, I think we will use a healing spell. Might as well use a mining spell, we got it. And we'll go crush their line and trigger the boss fight. Now we need to have a ton of gold on standby, and I'm trying, run unit spawn.exe. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to figure out like what units we want to have on standby, right? Like what do we do to, I guess you could kite the boss. Run attackbot.exe. All right, ready? All right, where is he? All right, he's coming. Go, 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 retreat. Everybody retreat. All right, our army looks pretty sizable. Got 2 reinforcing giants, so we have 4. Last time I think we used 3. All right, let's go attack. Jeez. All right, this is gonna be nuts. Run infinite gems. Oh gosh. Wow. All right, we're gonna call in the golden Spiriton. and the golden archidon, an arrow thing, and a mining rush. Let's just do all the things. Oh wow, some of our units are like fighting past him. All right, so there's the golden spirityn and one of our spiritons. The golden archidon's back there. Look at him get absolutely bowling balled over. Run! Woo! Distract them. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Bravely, bravely, bravely running to the rear. Do I need elite units from the west? I haven't used that spell in ages. Elite units! You're our last line of defense. Where was Gondor when our enemies swarmed in around us? Now, I could do the statue spell. Like, is it, I have to do all of this? Because I need to get good, I guess you could say. There we go, the giant's about to fall. Look at all those arrows like in his elbow, in his skull. Everybody's dead though. So yeah, we brought out literally all of the spells that we had. Not literally, but it sure felt like it. Whoa, the arrows that they're flying, these guys are spinning around. Is that intentional? Be like, yo, his arrows are even hacked. Because I think the answer is yes. But we have withstood hacker.exe with p2w.exe over here. And we will be victorious in this insane tournament. Yes, yes we will. So, what do you guys think of new skins? And then should we do it on Discord or Twitter, the giveaway for the other spells? 404 error. AI lost, response not found. And we got a new chest, yay! So we can receive the newest crown of Inamorta from our tournament win. But if you guys want to see more Stick War Legacy, pull the trigger on that like button, let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.